Picture this, you're lying in bed at 2 a.m. staring at the ceiling again. Your mind is racing, your heart is pounding, you're exhausted, but sleep just won't come. And the worst part, you're terrified that tomorrow night will be exactly the same. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Over 35% of Americans wake up during the night at least 3 times per week. 1 in 3 adults struggles with insomnia, and millions more are dealing with sleep problems they don't even know they have. I'm Dr. Zaid Fadul, and today we're going to answer the question everyone's asking about sleep, from why you can't fall asleep in the first place to when you should see a specialist. By the end of this video, you'll understand what's happening in your body and what you can actually do about it. Let's dive in. So how much sleep do you really need? Here's the truth most doctors won't tell you. If you're sleeping less than 7 hours, your body is literally on a countdown to heart disease, diabetes, and early death. Let me show you exactly what's happening. When you sleep less than 7 hours consistently, your body pays the price. You're at high risk for heart disease, type 2 diabetes, depression, obesity, and even early death. Your immune system weakens, your memory suffers, your mood tanks. Some people claim they're short sleepers who only need 5 or 6 hours. But here's the reality, true short sleepers are extremely rare. They usually have a specific genetic mutation that allows them to function normally on less sleep. For the rest of us, 7 to 9 hours isn't optional, it's essential. Your body uses sleep to repair itself. Your brain clears out waste products. Your immune system recharges. Your muscles recover. When you cut sleep short night after night, you're basically skipping on the maintenance on the most important machine you own, which is your body. Think about it like charging your phone. If you only charge it to 60% every night, it's going to die before the day is over every single day. Your body works the exact same way. You need a full charge to function at your best. So you know you need sleep, but what happens when your body just won't cooperate? Why can't you fall asleep even when you're exhausted? Most people think they have broken sleep, but 9 times out of 10, I see the exact same 5 culprits keeping patients awake. One of them might be sabotaging your sleep right now and you don't even know it. Culprit number 1 is stress and anxiety. When your mind is racing with worries about work, relationships, or tomorrow's to-do list, which gets me all the time, your brain stays in high alert mode. It's hard to fall asleep when your nervous system is fired up. You can check out my video on stress here. Culprit number 2 is poor sleep habits. If you're scrolling through your phone right before bed, watching this video, thank you, the blue light from your screen tells your brain it's still daytime. If your bedroom is too warm, too bright, or too noisy, your environment is working against you. If you go to bed at different times every night, your body's internal clock gets confused. There are many small choices you make that can interrupt or promote your sleep. Culprit number 3 is drink choices like caffeine and alcohol. Caffeine stays in your system for 4 to 6 hours and then some, sometimes even longer. That afternoon coffee or evening soda could be keeping you awake at night. And while alcohol might make you feel sleepy at first, it actually disrupts your sleep later in the night. Culprit number 4 is medications. Some prescription drugs like certain antidepressants, beta blockers, and steroids can interfere with sleep as a side effect. Culprit number 5 is the big one. You've trained your brain to associate bed with being awake instead of sleeping. If you lie in bed worrying about not sleeping, tossing and turning for hours, or scrolling on your phone, your brain starts to see the bed as a place for stress, not rest. If that sounds like you, stay tuned. But first, there's something you might not know about your bed that's actually making this worse. Do you ever feel like you can't sleep because you're anxious about not sleeping? If so, you're trapped in one of the cruelest cycles insomnia creates, and most doctors never address it. It's called sleep anxiety, also known as somniphobia, and it's extremely common. Here's how it works. You have a bad night of sleep. The next night, you're worried it will happen again. That worry makes you anxious. The anxiety keeps you awake. You don't sleep. Now you're even more anxious about the next night, and your wife is being driven crazy. And the cycle continues. Your bed, which should be a place of rest, becomes a place of stress. You start to dread bedtime. You lie there thinking, what if I can't sleep tonight? What if I'm exhausted tomorrow? What if this never gets better? And those thoughts create the exact problem you're trying to avoid. Sleep anxiety turns bedtime into a performance. You're trying to force yourself to sleep, which is impossible. Sleep isn't something you can make happen, it's something you have to let happen. The harder you try, the more you fail. The good news, this cycle is reversible, but it requires a specific approach that most people get wrong. Breaking this cycle requires changing how you think about sleep and teaching your brain to associate your bed with relaxation again. That's where techniques like stimulus control and cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia come in. You can check out my video on sleep hygiene for a breakdown of the best habits. If you have chronic pain, listen carefully. Your doctor might be treating the pain but missing the real problem. Poor sleep is literally amplifying your pain signals 24/7. Here's a connection that changes everything. Sleep and pain have a two-way relationship. Nearly half of people with chronic insomnia also experience chronic pain. When you're in pain, it's hard to get comfortable. You wake up throughout the night. You can't reach the deep restorative stages of sleep your body needs. But here's a part most people don't know. Poor sleep makes pain worse. When you don't sleep well, your body becomes more sensitive to pain. Your pain tolerance drops. Conditions like fibromyalgia, arthritis, and back pain feel more intense after a bad night of sleep. This creates a vicious cycle. Pain disrupts your sleep. Poor sleep increases your pain sensitivity. Higher pain sensitivity makes it harder to sleep, and round it goes. The good news is that treating either problem can help both. Improving your sleep can reduce your pain levels, and managing your pain effectively can improve your sleep. It's about breaking the cycle wherever you can. You can check out my videos on back hygiene, fibromyalgia, and arthritis here. Now here's where it gets critical. If work stress is on top of all of this, you're facing a triple threat to your sleep. This is where most people start to feel hopeless. Your brain doesn't know the difference between running from a predator and running from a deadline. Both trigger the same fight or flight response. And when that stays activated all night, sleep becomes impossible. If you've ever brought work worries to bed with you, you know how hard it is to shut your brain off. Here's a cycle and how to break it. Research shows a strong connection between work stress and insomnia. High work demands, tight deadlines, low control over your job, and poor relationships with coworkers all predict sleep problems. When you're stressed about work, your body stays in fight or flight mode. Your stress hormones like cortisol stay elevated. Your nervous system stays activated, and your brain can't downshift into sleep mode. But it gets worse. Poor sleep makes you perceive everything as more stressful. You feel overwhelmed more easily. Small problems feel bigger. Your ability to cope drops. This increases your work stress even more, which disrupts your sleep further, and the cycle continues. This is why so many people feel burned out. Stress steals their sleep. Lack of sleep makes them more stressed. Without intervention, this downward spiral can lead to serious physical and mental problems. The solution involves both improving sleep habits and finding better ways to manage stress, whether that's through time management, setting boundaries, relaxation techniques, or addressing workplace issues directly. You can learn more about cortisol here. To get a handle on stress reduction techniques, check out my playlist linked here. But work stress isn't the only reason you're waking up at 3 a.m. There are 5 other causes that might be even more surprising. Most people think waking up at 3 a.m. is just normal aging or bad sleep, but doctors know the real reason. 1 of 5 specific causes is sabotaging your sleep, and 80% of people don't know which one. So what causes these middle of the night awakenings? First, hormonal changes. Women going through perimenopause and menopause often experience night sweats and hot flashes that wake them up. Fluctuations in estrogen and progesterone disrupt sleep patterns. You can learn more about menopause hormone therapy or Linquet, the non-hormonal treatment for hot flashes, here. Second, medications. Diuretics make you need to use the bathroom. Beta blockers and certain antidepressants can fragment your sleep. Even over-the-counter cold medicines can have stimulating effects. I made the mistake of taking Sudafed one afternoon and then I'm wired and binge watching Entourage through the entire night. It's important to review your meds with your doctor when your sleep is poor. The third issue is mental health challenges. Anxiety and depression are strongly linked to waking up during the night. If you wake up at 3 a.m. with your mind racing, anxiety is often the culprit. You can learn more about anxiety from my overview video linked here. Fourth, sleep disorders like sleep apnea or restless leg syndrome. We'll talk about sleep apnea in just a moment, but both of these conditions cause frequent awakenings throughout the night. You can learn more about restless leg syndrome here. Fifth, lifestyle factors. Alcohol might help you fall asleep faster, but it disrupts the second half of your sleep. Caffeine consumed too late in the day can cause you to wake up in the middle of the night. And irregular sleep schedules confuse your body's internal clock. You can watch my videos on alcohol and caffeine here. If you wake up in the middle of the night and can't fall back asleep within 15 to 20 minutes, experts recommend getting out of bed and doing a calm, quiet activity in another room until you feel sleepy again. This helps keep your brain from associating your bed with being awake. Check out my video on sleep hygiene for the best techniques to optimize your sleep. If you've experienced even one of the 5 issues we've just reviewed, here's the part that scares most of my patients. One specific sleep disorder is causing this in 30 million Americans right now, and most don't even know they have it. Obstructive sleep apnea affects 30 million Americans. Most are walking around undiagnosed. Here's what's terrifying. You literally stop breathing for 10 seconds at a time while you sleep, and you don't even know it. This condition silently kills people. Here's what you need to know. OSA happens when your airway becomes blocked during sleep. Your throat muscles relax, your tongue falls back, and your airway collapses. You stop breathing, sometimes for 10 seconds or even longer. Your brain panics, wakes you up just enough to restart your breathing, and the cycle repeats. This can happen 5 times an hour, 15 times, 30 times, sometimes even more. The problem is most people don't remember these awakenings, but their body does. And over time, OSA wreaks havoc on your health. Common signs of OSA include loud snoring, gasping, or choking during sleep, waking up with a dry mouth or headache, frequent trips to the bathroom at night, and feeling exhausted no matter how long you sleep. Your bed partner might notice you stop breathing during the night. OSA isn't just a nuisance, it's dangerous. It dramatically increases your risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and even early death. People with both diabetes and OSA face an especially high risk of heart problems. If you snore loudly, wake up gasping, or feel tired all day despite sleeping enough hours, you should get tested for sleep apnea. Waiting to see a doctor can literally be dangerous. The question isn't if you should get help, it's when. We spend a third of our lives asleep, and getting this right is too important. At Bespoke Concierge MD, we have a specialty program for screening for sleep disorders. Reach out today if your partner needs to get checked. We're here to help. There are many treatment options for OSA, and we will help find the right one for you. You can check out our treatment overview video on OSA here. When to see a sleep doctor, 6 warning signs you can't ignore. Trying to fix sleep problems alone is like trying to diagnose your own heart condition. At some point, professional help isn't optional, it's critical. Here are the 7 signs that your body is literally telling you to get help. Your insomnia lasts several weeks to months without improvement. You feel excessively tired during the day despite getting enough time in bed. You snore loudly, gasp, or stop breathing during sleep. Your sleep problems are affecting your work, relationships, or daily activities. You're falling asleep involuntarily during routine tasks or while driving. You've tried improving your sleep habits, but nothing is working. The most important thing to know, 70-80% of people with chronic insomnia completely transform their sleep with one specific treatment. This is what works. The most effective treatment for chronic insomnia is cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, or CBT-I. It's a structured program that helps you change the thoughts and behaviors that keep you awake. Research shows that 70-80% of people improve with CBT-I. It works as well as sleep medication, but without the side effects. And the benefits last longer after treatment ends. Everything you've learned in the last 10 minutes connects to one simple truth. Your sleep problems aren't a life sentence. They're a message from your body. Here's how to listen. You need 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night for your body to function properly. If you can't fall asleep, look at your habits, your environment, and your stress levels. Sleep anxiety creates a vicious cycle where fear of not sleeping keeps you awake. Chronic pain and poor sleep feed into each other. Work stress activates your body's stress response and makes sleep nearly impossible. Middle of the night awakenings can be caused by hormones, medications, mental health issues, or sleep disorders like OSA. Obstructive sleep apnea is a serious condition where your airway collapses during sleep, causing you to stop breathing repeatedly throughout the night. It increases your risk of heart disease, stroke, and diabetes, but it's treatable with CPAP therapy, oral devices, and lifestyle changes. If your sleep problems persist despite your best efforts, it's time to see a doctor or sleep specialist. Effective treatments exist, especially cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, that can help you break the cycle and sleep well again. Your sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It affects every aspect of your health. Your heart, your brain, your immune system, your mood, your weight, and your longevity. Everything you just learned can work for you, but only if you have the right support system. That's exactly what Bespoke Concierge MD provides. We don't give you generic sleep advice, we give you your sleep solution. If you're dealing with insomnia, sleep anxiety, or just want to optimize your sleep and overall health, you're welcome to join my practice at Bespoke Concierge MD. We're here to help nationwide, offering personalized sleep health programs that include comprehensive evaluation, evidence-based treatment plans, and one-on-one support. We treat you as an individual, not a number, because your sleep patterns, your stressors, and your health goals are unique to you. Whether you're looking to finally overcome chronic insomnia, get tested for sleep apnea, optimize your sleep hygiene, or just address underlying health issues affecting your rest, we're here to guide you every step of the way. From initial assessment to personalized treatment plans to ongoing monitoring and adjustments, we make healthcare simple, science-backed, and sustainable. Thanks for watching. If this information helped you or someone you know, please share this video and drop a comment below with your own sleep struggles or questions. Your story could help others realize they're not alone. Remember, poor sleep isn't something you have to just endure. It's treatable, and better rest is possible when you have the right tools, support, and personalized guidance. Take the first step today, and let's work together to help you sleep well again.